Yeah, so I got my cup of tea because we're in the UK, it's the winter time. Suitably Blake 7 look to the garden out there, my enormous garden, with many trees, not enough if you ask me, but I think the neighbours would agree there's enough. And there we go, that didn't take long at all, so I'll check that back and I'll know how long it takes to start this game from first hitting run. It takes seconds to load the loader program, so I'm not cheating there. Oh yeah, look, we can actually see this quite well. Good. So yeah, I was going through the rest of the footage and sadly the camera didn't last long enough for me to play this game. Now, one of the reasons why I won't be buying a C64, or as it's also called, the C64 Maxi or the C64 full size, basically the full size replica with HDMI output only, and you have to use their joystick, possibly some rubbish gamepad. Don't know of any Atari 9-pin to USB adapters that work on the Mini, so I'm probably not going to work on that too. That's probably what should have come in the box. And the reason I'm not going to buy it is because Manic Miner is not built in. I'd have to faff about to get Manic Miner to work on it. I'd have to actually buy a USB pen drive. It just goes on and on. I can't use it on my CRT to play Manic Miner, and I can't use a zip stick. And so this is what I'm doing now. So we're going to have to get an S-video cable. That particular move is not possible in the ZX Spectrum version, which makes it less arcadey and therefore less perfect for me. That was a risk, that was. I'm trying to work out the quickest way to do every level, and you can easily work that out because the larger the bonus score that gets added on, you can check in the video, will give you, like, the maximum possible points you could get. So that's one thing I was actually doing yesterday. I was just messing about with this, seeing how fast I could do the levels I knew inside out. So some Amiga games in a box being destroyed. Ooh, that was a bit risky. You cannot make it onto that platform, so don't try. And if you do this in the right sequence, you'll get up here. And now, because you have to wait anyway, there we go. You have to do this in a particular timed order, otherwise you won't get to pick the last piece up quick enough. There you go, really quick, almost no delay. On this level there is 0 delay actually. It is possible to get to that ledge from just that jump, which I messed up, so this would not be the fastest way possible. But it's all good practice. There's nothing wrong with practice on this game. And this game needs to be played with an arcade quality joystick. It really deserves it. It's one of the best games ever designed. Certainly 8-bit non-scrolling game ever. Best ever. Not best of 1984, not of the 80s, not of the last century, just ever. The design is fantastic. And there was no reason to use 40 columns of the Commodore 64 for a game where everything has been designed around a 32 column display, which the ZX Spectrum is. I prefer that they kept things as they are here, and kept the puzzles identical, because you'd have to redesign the levels if you wanted to use the full width. That's just the way it is. And I'm sorry, but no one has the genius of Matthew Smith. No one actually has seen the design. There is a definite design to the way the game flows. You could analyse this game for quite a while actually. Yep, so I trust the SX64. All that I really need now to add to my collection is the Tapuino. All that was a bit risky. Now of course you want bonus points, because you do get extra lives on this game. Ah crap, see. So I haven't got any bonus points yet. So it's easy enough if you actually miss that one. Funnily enough, on the first level there is one token. If you don't pick it up whilst you're meant to, it's very difficult to actually do that level. Possibly not possible at all. So extra lives are always a good thing on this game, as you can imagine, and therefore being able to do the first levels that you can do, you know, with your hands tied behind your back, sort of saying, although you won't be able to do that, because how are you going to use your joystick? In your mouth, and then we're going to press the button with your willy? I don't think so, mate, but you get the idea. There are some levels that obviously I could do while I'm drunk, as long as I have a zip stick. So we still haven't got the extra life. I think it's 10,000 points. Yeah, I won't worry too much about him coming there, because you hit your head on the little thing there. Now this one, I'm not actually sure how to do it anymore. It's been so long. It's been like 6 months since I played this game. You have to be really careful with this shit. Yeah, see, I got an extra life at 10,000 and I instantly fucking lost it. All the cats are near the camera. Tense moment, tense moment. Shh, don't do that, buddy. Yeah, this game is brilliant. The only thing that I wish is that you could actually buy a joystick like this in 1984. There was nothing like this. Should probably put a shot of the zip stick on here for everyone to actually see. So, damn it. That's what happens when you try and think of different strategies while you're playing the game. So that's the great thing about this game. Although there's no password or continue, once you know how to do levels, you know, it's second nature. You can easily do them. You might not get the maximum bonus, but you can easily do them. But the important thing is that you've actually got a real C64 to play them in it. That's going to be a bit of an issue, that one, actually. See, now this one, I'm not sure how you can... see, you have to jump just right. I knew I'd press a button too early. to get over them. There might be other ways to do it that would be dependent on some timing, but yeah, I think the nostalgia factor, Christmas factor, tug, jerk off, whatever you want to call it, for getting the actual full-size C64 recreation thingy. I didn't actually push forward there, the joystick got stuck. This is the zip stick. You can actually have the music on and off. Is it L? There you go, K puts the music on and off. And L puts the music back on then. P will pause the game. No, actually it won't. A is pause, yeah. See, I didn't know all of these, and space on Blue Max pauses, which I didn't actually show you, although I almost mentioned it. So yeah, the thing with this game is you really want to get maximum bonus so you can get them extra lives by the time you get to a level you're stuck on, which will take you some time. There's more than one way of doing a lot of the early levels. So yeah, the problem with spending like 110 quid and getting something in the post, mail order, yeah, it makes it very difficult to take it back to a shop and say, nah, I don't like it, mate, it's rubbish. I don't know what the SID emulation is like, you know, and I don't mean I haven't watched a video on what other people think it's like. I'm talking about someone who knows that, you know, the SID tune for the game Light Force is one of the few that will actually test the accuracy of the SID properly. It will just sound so wrong, or it will just work. And that's about 5 minutes into the tune. I did do a video of that actually, but I can't imagine playing this on keyboard on the ZX Spectrum. That would not be fun. That would be like not getting the best out of a game. Whee, that's a bit of a risky way of doing it. Now if you were going to do it that way, which would give you a few points extra, you'd have to collapse that little ledge there. This one's quite easy to do straight away, but only with the power of the C64 version, because you can't change direction instantly like that whilst jumping. Oh, we've got quite a few cats here now, so you see, if you go at the right, you know what, I'm going to do that one again. I've got a theory of how to do that for maximum points now. Ooh. Oh no, the cats are gonna fight now. It's the old Steve Weeb Donkey Kong business again, isn't it? Ah, crap, no. I don't know, I keep having different ideas how to do it, even though I know how I should really try it first. Not how you want to do it. Alright, well, we fucked it up now anyway, and it's their last life, so. Oh man. So, I mean, one of the other things is I don't only have an LCD TV, that's another thing. Nah, that didn't work either. Look, they're touching. I do like the little 16 by 16 pixel animations of some of the animals. They're really good actually. So yeah, you know, you've got the SID emulation. I haven't seen a CRT filter yet that actually, no crap, this is the wrong time. Yeah. Luckily you can get out of that. Yeah, so I don't think, it might be the next time. You can only go at one particular time. Now is the time, Mad Commodore, you must go. So, you know, CRT filters are not just bloody horizontal lines. There is actually vertical lines between the phosphor dots for red, green and blue as well. So, what have you seen? My cat's just seen something very interesting. What are you looking at? What the hell is he? He's going crazy. Of course, we should get another life if we do enough levels and do them quickly. Stop messing about, Mad Commodore, innit? Yeah, nothing looks like a CRT except a CRT. And these graphics don't really work on an LCD, they look stupid. The effect that they give on a CRT is just totally missing, even on a plasma, which is a good system. I don't know, if you've got a Tapuino or SD to IEC or a regular, I've just gone the wrong bloody time, haven't I? See, I'm talking away. Oh man, having fun on the old Manic Miner game so many decades later. Can't really say that about any PlayStation 3 game. Right, let's see how we get on. So there's a lot of reasons why. Let's try and do it the fastest possible way. I think I've actually left a bit of a delay now, and that's wrong too. It's a total balls up. This is nowhere near the maximum speed. I deserve to spike my head on the stalagmite. Or is it stalactites? I don't know, it's been a long time since I played Smurf Rescue from Gargamel's Ding Dong. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It's just called Smurf Rescue now. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it shouldn't really worry. Yeah, there you go. I knew that because you have to jump him on the conveyor belt. So you have to go back a bit here. You don't want to hit your head on that shit. Ooh, that is so risky. Yeah, that is just... You'd have to be so perfect to be able to do a double jump there. So yeah, it's actually going to be quicker to go this way here now. Well, it'd work out more or less the same. It's not worth the risk. We've already lost a life there. So, you know, there's the whole keyboard business. Now, I haven't actually tried the keyboard on it. But I can guarantee it's not going to be like the keyboard on a real C64. It's a very unique mechanism on that thing. Might as well wait. We've already buggered up the maximum bonus time. But you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you have and what you don't have. Even if you just have a C64 cassette deck and a copy of Manic Miner, if you like me, then that's actually enough. So it is possible to do that in one jump. There you go, magic, magic. haven't actually done anything wrong there, so it should be the right time actually. Yes. So there we go. The levels are actually they're so well designed that once you know them, obviously if you forget them you're in a bit of trouble, but once you know them it's no problem. And you know, you don't really need passwords. It's not much of a chore doing like, you know, 5 or even 10 levels if you know what you're doing. The music is a bit annoying, yeah, I agree. No one's looking out the window anymore, so whatever was in the garden has gone. So yeah, I mean, I already own a CRT. I don't think that's essential. I'd say that's optional. You could get away with an S-video cable, just a very yellowed C64C for cost reasons, as long as it's fully functional. Is that the post or the cat's doing something with the junk mail on the floor? I don't think there is any junk mail today. Yeah, so a C64 tape deck. Oh man, not now. As far as my cats are concerned, they couldn't really give a shit. Luckily he's not doing it on the bit that it would matter on. We might just be able to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, like, you know, the cheapest fully functional C64 going, a copy of Manic Miner and a cassette deck. That'd do me personally, that would do me fine if I never had any of this stuff and I hadn't played Manic Miner for like 3 decades. That'd work perfectly for me. And as I said, an S-video SCART cable if you've only got an LCD. If you have got a CRT TV, possibly a plasma, a smaller plasma, then I'd say, yeah, just a regular SCART cable for convenience. More coffee, sir? Stroke tea. And that'd be enough actually. And that'd cost less than, even if you had the cost of an SD to IEC. And that would probably cost less than the C64 full size. Yeah, it'd be better. Nothing emulates a SID better than a real SID. Nothing emulates the output of a C64 like a real C64. That's another thing. You get people who really do some awful rubbish, you know, palettes for the emulators on Vice. They're really nothing like a real C64 unless you had the most shit TV ever produced. And even then you do have like some controls, brightness, contrast, colour, if you please madam. Now we're going to get an extra life here as well. There you go. So actually they're not really any worse off. So I don't think you'd get an extra life by level 5, whatever you do, but by level 6, if you're really good, definitely by level 7 if you stop and chat to the camera making YouTube videos like me, then yeah. However, this one I've completely forgotten how to do. I know roughly how to do the bloody thing. there is a definite order you should really be doing them. And some of it is to do with timing there as well, so again you're not going to believe it's the joystick now because I've done it twice. That's just unbelievable. Someone's playing with something. Is that a bit of food you're playing with? That's just not right. And the funny thing is, I actually lost the video, or I wasn't recording when I actually, you know, did this level, which is annoying. That was a bit risky, actually. That really was risky. There we go. I knew that wasn't going to work. It's definitely got to be a jump up, or you have to get to that section just at the right time. What the hell is what the heck are they doing over there? I actually don't know how expensive even the cheapest working C64 is now. And if you don't care about the cosmetic condition, which, you know, use the ugly girlfriend rule or boyfriend rule. Just do it with the lights off. You're not going to notice the yellowed keyboard and loads of scratches. See, I don't think you can actually I wasn't comfortable there with the timing. See, we're already too far behind now. See, so yeah, that's the funny thing with this game. You know what you've got to do, but you're still going to take you a bit of time. I can't remember how you do this damn level at all now. And I did actually know. Crap. And that was my last life. I know you do have to get into that little box. I think there's some sort of trigger in there. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? All that great advice there for you, madam. Right, what else can we play?